Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here...
I know. You okay?
Yeah!
Okay.
Huh?
Here we go!
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
That's not your run-of-the-mill enemy.
No backing down!
Dance in the wind! In here! If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
Generate the... Hit a word! Earth smoke!
My astral energy!
Whirlwind Pit! I'll tear you apart! Burn in hell! Whirlwind snap! Watch this! You're mine! I'll tear you apart!
Did you just heal me?
Yeah. Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Right.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Watch this! Whirlwind Alpha! Blow away! Eternal devastation! I'll tear you apart! I'll tear you apart! Rising light!
Go there! Go! Mega Ray!
Whirlwind Skull!
By the power of water!
Trippet Tongue! Pierce through! This one's mine! Whirlwind Snap!
My astral energy!
I'll tear you
Looks like you got this one covered.
now! Sword Ray Alpha! Whirlwind Slap! I've let you all down. You'll pay for that! Dazzle!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Tempest Swirl!
You're mine! Devastation! Rise of Phoenix!
I'll heal you all.
Whirlwind Snap! You may be strong, but I'll never back down! What a relief! Demon Fang! I'm just anything in armor is all mine!
Ready to go. Gonna smart.
Dazzle!
Glacial Spear.
I'll tear you apart!
My astral energy. Blazer.
Pierce through! I'll tear you apart!
Got it.
Burn!
Nova Chance. In the wind.
You're mine! Demon Fang! I'm on it! Destruction! Whirlwind Snap! I'm on it!
Flame of Spirit.
Watch this!
Here's the evil. In the wind. In here, Blazer.
Eternal devastation!
Stockpile. Mega Ray.
It was nice while it lasted.
Here's a healing arch.
Swallow Blade! Whirlwind Snap! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Whirlwind Snap!
I never miss.
I'm on a roll now!
Red astral energy. In the wind.
I'll tear you apart!
Look
shark! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Light Astral Energy!
Whirlwind!
Glacial Spear!
There you go!
Freeze Laser!
Not today!
The enemy is going all out! I'm only
Dragon
getting
Form!
Pierce! I'm out of ammo! Lightning Condemn! Hey, that... Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Over?
What the?
Not done yet!
An opponent like this should be easy.
Double Demon Fang!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara! Raging
Tear you
Cascade!
apart!
Power of water!
Dragon Aim for the weak spot!
Mega Ray!
Explosive Ray! Watch it!
Arctic! Annihilation! Mega here!
Whirlwind Snap! Severing Wind! Dusted!
Thunder Wheel!
You're mine! Demon Fang!
Alright! Healing time!
Do they not teach you to say thank you, Indana? Not to your enemy, don't.
I'll tear you
This is in the
apart!
sky heal! By the
Whirlwind Snap!
Freeze Lancer!
It's on!
Cover the capture!
Rising Falcon!
It's over!
I'm on a roll now! Rising Wyvern!
Diving Supernova! Raging Cascade!
I can handle it!
In here!
Watch this! Ignite!
Mega Ray!
Whirlwind Snap!
Steel
I'll
Force!
tear you apart!
Whirlwind Flare!
I'll tear you apart! Rising Phoenix!
I'm impressed.
Let's get you all tucked away! Lightning Condemned!
This should do it!
Thunder Blade! I can do this all day! I'm only getting
Whirlwind
started!
Snap!
Denied!
Watch it!
Annihilation!
Devastation!
Hear me! Flame of Fury! Burning! Light Astral Energy! In here!
Demon
More from the
Fang!
stockpile!
Lunar
Photon
Rondo!
Radiant Pierce! Alright! It's showtime!
This one's mine! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Demon Fang! Double Demon
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a concern.
Total Devastation!
Nope, that'd be silly.
Lightning Condemned! It's over!
I hope this thing is mentally approved.
First strike!
Come and get it! Astral Energy! Raging
Forward blade!
Cascade!
Double Demon Fang!
Dance in the wind! Sleep now! I'll be free
Forward
of
blade!
Pierce evil!
Double Demon Fang!
Freeze Laser!
Ready to go!
Tempest Swirl! Up and at 'em!
You're
Let's go!
mine!
Pierce evil! Light Astral Energy!
Lunar Rondo! Rising Phoenix!
Too much help! First aid! Do it! Astral Energy!
Say no more.
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
Forward blade! Ignite! Super Swallow
Freeze
Blade!
Laser! Tempest Swirl!
Taloned Hurricane! Rising Wyvern! Hurricane Thrust!
Lightning Condemned! The enemy is going all out! Annihilation! Mega Ray! Annihilation!
Should have met with me. All good
Dance in the
things.
wind!
Attack!
Right, watch out!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Will this help?
Dance in the wind!
Swallow Blade!
That's
Freaking does it!
Light Astral Energy!
Double Demon Fang!
Flame! Reload! In here! Into the shadows!
Severing Wind!
Lightning!
Rising Falcon!
I'm out! Tempest Swirl! Evil! Annihilation! One at a time! Mega Ray!
Stardust! Rising
Tempest
Falcon!
Swirl! It's over! Head! Dance in the wind!
Dragon
Air
Form!
thrust!
Dragon Form!
Lightning Condemned! Thunder!
Whirlwind Snap!
Annihilation!
tear you apart!
Mega Ray!
Raining Flip!
Here's a healing arc!
In the wind!
You're mine!
In here! Get on in there with the others!
Nothing gets by me!
Photon Burning Strike!
Glacial Spear!
Here's evil!
Double Demon
Freeze
Fang!
Laser!
Demon
Air thrust! I'll bring you back! Raging Cascade! Sleep now!
What do we do? Oh man, what do we do?
You can start by falling back and getting it together.
Damn it, come on, not again!
And more of this, and I'll burn out.
What a... I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough on
really
our
owe you
plates.
one. Yes, ma'am.
Freeze Lancer!
This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Gemini
Whirlwind Snap!
Annihilation! Here's
Super Swallow Dance!
Amazing.
Sonic Thrust! Eagle Sword Lane Alpha!
I'm almost impressed.
High praise coming from you.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Now I'm in the groove!
Demon Fang!
Nothing gets by
Demon
me!
Fang!
Here, let me... Help!
I hope this thing is medically approved!
Bring us back from death's abyss!
Far enough!
Resuscitation! Here, let me help. I still got some
Here comes something big!
Try to dodge!
Burn!
Not my finest!
Stay away from my...
Not done yet!
Will this help?
Raging Cascade! Healing Circle! I'll be saving you!
Super Swallow Dance!
It's weakened!
It's out now!
Super Swallow
Raging
Dance!
Storm!
Ignore it!
Hey!
Now you see what I can do! I'm
Demon
just getting
Fang!
started!
Healing Circle!
Super Swallow
here I
Dance!
go. Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Hear me! Flame of Fury!
Super
Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil!
Raging Cascade!
Freeze Lancer!
Rising
Here!
Wiper!
I never fit!
I'll be saving this one!
Dragon
The
Claw!
enemy is going all out! First aid! Photon, lightning condemn!
Not my finest!
You'll pay for that!
Not done yet!
This one's all
Super
mine!
Swallow Dance!
Lightning
That will
condemn!
lose. Not now, not ever.
Double Demon Fang!
Lightning condemn!
Demon Fang!
Thunder Blade!
Double Demon Fang!
I can't lose!
Can't move.
By the power of water!
Now!
Kisara! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! I'm even stronger than before.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
Okay.
Seriously?
Well...
What the?
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads. Whoa, that came out perfect!
We've got all the ingredients for that recipe now!
Great! I'll let you cook then.
What?
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Think we can take that one?
Well, if you're up for being the decoy...
I have a bad feeling about this.
You're mine! Here you go! Super Turbo Dance!
Go for the weak point!
Bash in their defenses!
Glad you have your uses.
You picked the wrong fight!
I'll show you how useful I can be!
This'll come in handy.
Watch this! Sonic Thrust! I'm on it!
I'm impressed.
Nothing gets by me!
I'll bring you back from death.
I'm on it! I'll tear you apart!
Here, let me help.
Not done yet!
First aid!
Here I come! Lunar Romeo!
Pierce
Rising
evil.
Phoenix!
Freeze
Armor won't save you!
Raging Cat, I'm ready!
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
I'm on a
It looks
roll
like
now.
you got this one covered.
Demon Fang!
Astral energy! Alright, it's showtime! Lightning
Here I
orb!
come.
Healing dance in the wind! In here!
Tear!
More for the showtime!
Watch it!
Mega ray! Steel sword! More with that Super
Super Swallow
Severing
Dance!
Wind! Dragon Swarm! Burn in Hell!
I'll tear you apart!
Take this!
I'm only getting
Severing
slightly
Wind!
condemned!
Mirage! Dragon Swarm!
Here's a healing arc!
Slash!
Light astral energy! Raging cascade!
Here I come!
Swallow Dance!
Healing arc!
Double Demon Fang! Stay away from my
There you
friends!
go. I feel like me. Armor won't save you! I'm just getting started! Super
Alright,
Swallow!
it's showtime! Tempest Swirl!
This one's mine!
One last one! Ready to go!
Double Demon Fang!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Here goes!
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right. Hurricane Thrust! Rising Phoenix!
Super Swallow Dance! Eagle of You shouldn't have messed with me! So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint.
Did you hear it? Nope, that'd be silly. I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Raging Storm! Slow Spike! Here's a healing arc!
I owe you one.
First aid!
Whirling snap! I'll tear you apart!
Rising Winder!
Super Swallow!
Slow Spike!
This help?
Double Demon Fang!
Lightning orb!
I'll smash you!
Light astral dance in the
Why'd you
wind!
heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Oh, you are gonna pay for that! Eagle of Dragon Swarm! Super Swallow Dance!
Explosive Ring!
I still got the fight left.
I was overconfident.
Ignite!
Time to heal some hurt!
What was I thinking?
Super Swallow Dance!
Take this!
Eagle of the Sword Rain Alpha! I'm on it!
Now, here's astral energy!
Say no more!
Here I go! Into the shadows! Light
Eat
astral
this!
raging
Sonic
cascade!
Thrust!
Look!
Try this!
Rolling
Infernal
More for the
Torrent!
stockpile! Into They're not playing
Rising
around!
Winder!
Alright! It's
Rising
showtime!
Phoenix!
And now, Thunderblade!
Anything in armor is all mine!
It's about to strike!
I'll smash you!
Look sharp, everyone!
Denied!
Here goes!
Red Alpha!
Here's the
Blow
evil!
away!
Super Swallow Dance! Eagle Assault!
Take this!
Super Swallow!
It's Tempest Swirl!
Rolling snap!
Explosive Ring!
Take that!
First strike!
First aid!
Now I can let loose!
Lightning orb!
Not today!
Chance in the wind! Air thrust! Light
Swallow
astral!
Blade! Try this!
Radiant Monk!
Infernal Torrent!
It was nice while it
Raging
lasted.
Demon
Storm!
Fang!
I'll tear you
Go
apart!
get it!
Amazing.
I felt fine not too long ago.
Watch
I really owe you one.
This one's all mine!
Rolling snap! Burn! I'll tear you apart!
Leave the torches to me.
Here's the evil. Photon Blade Blazer.
Armor won't save you! I'll finish you here and now!
I'm out of ammo.
Eagle Assault! Super Swallow Dance!
The enemy is going all out.
Rising Falcon!
Searing Flame. Reload.
Denied.
It's gonna attack!
Right, watch out.
Magna Ray.
Castle! First strike! Rising Falcon!
Lightning Orb. Lightning Spear. Here's the evil. Thunderblade.
Super Swallow Dance!
You're mine! This one's all mine! Rising Falcon!
Glacial Spear. Here's the evil. Astral Raging Green Blazer.
Ready and ready!
Rising
Dance
Order!
You
can't move.
Searing Flame. Reload.
I'll smash you!
Here I go.
I'll tear you apart! First strike!
Tempest Ball.
You've got him on the run!
Don't get cocky.
Right.
There you
Still
go.
anyone's
Don't
fight.
let up.
Nothing gets by me.
Blending Blast!
I'll tear you apart!
Leave now. Gemini Onslaught. Stockpile.
Double Demon Fang! Eat dirt!
This one's mine. A banana. Let's go. Radiant
Be
All
still!
good things come to an end.
Rising Falcon!
Radiant
All right,
Blood.
I can carve through armor! Eat that!
I'm out of ammo.
Try this.
Got that.
Blending Blast!
Searing Flame. Reload. Glacial Spear. Here's the evil. Green Blazer. Lightning
I'll
Condemn.
tear you apart! Now, Super!
Glacial Spear. Here's the They're not playing around.
Rising
Glacial
Order!
Spear. Light Axe Raging Cascade. Sleep now.
Here comes something big!
Try to dodge.
Dragon Form! This one's mine!
Reload. A banana. Let's go. Magna Ray.
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
I'll finish you here and now!
It's weakened. Now.
This ain't...
This one's got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes! I think I'm getting stronger.
Oh yeah? Think you could beat me at arm wrestling?
When have I not beaten you?
Right. I'll just go on ahead then.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Okay.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof.
Good food is the best kind of magic.
Let's see what's going on around here.
Yeah, there might be someone who could use our help.
Oh?
Yeah. Yeah. Why?
What?
Yeah. Got it. Great. I hate that woman.
She was a handful, wasn't she?
What's wrong with being passionate? Not to mention, she was kind of cute.
Of course that's why you like her. Well, Yeah. I don't think I'll ever quite warm up to her, but I can respect her That can't be. No.
Oh, what?
Hey. Oh? Why?
Whoa!
Watch it. Hey. Oh?
Huh? No way.
Hey.
I'll take that.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle? Maybe something's going on in the forest.
That was quite the little adventure we went on. I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zeugles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and that'll be that.
Hi, Hoodle!
Super Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Powered Hurricane!
By the power of water!
I'm on a roll now! Take this!
You are in tip-top shape!
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say
stop its
no?
charge.
These little
Thank you,
ones are
Sar.
hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Wow, that was a nice move there.
I know, right? Bet you couldn't do it.
So it's a grab here, thrust the left leg, then use the right arm to leverage over...
Stop memorizing my move! I'll take that.
No choice.
Super Swallow Dance! That freaking does it!
Field! Gemini!
I'll tear you apart! Watch it! Eagle Assault!
Sweet dreams!
Super Swallow Dance!
So those are Dan and Astral Edge. Something you want to say? Not so long as you keep them pointed toward the enemy.
Get toasty!
Bird Strike! Those bombs of yours are amazing!
Who needs a gun when you can send them flying? Hoo hoo. Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
It's on! Super Swallow Dance!
Only getting started. Great
On a roll now!
Hope this works.
First strike!
Severing wind!
Radiant Pierce!
Light Astral
Super
Charge!
Swallow Dance!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Good! Leave it to you!
Oh! Now
So
I'm
those
real
are
mad!
Dan and Astral Edge. Something you want to say? No.
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Is there anything more magnificent than the musculature of a warrior? Perhaps it is in search of this perfect beauty that I myself am drawn into battle.
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renin eyes. Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble. I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod. You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done. Okay, change of plans. Hup! Nothing's biting. There we go. Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
Maybe you could keep it as a pet.
There we go. Well, it's not bad, per se.
Could have been worse. At least you caught something.
I've got something. Good fishers always keep their cool. Yeah! There we go. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Not too shabby, friend.
There we go. Anybody could reel in that.
Guess it's important to stay calm.
I've got something. Well, it's not bad, per se.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
I've got something. She's got a good size to her, all told.
We can make a real feast out of this bad boy!
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins. Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just do it.
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, Law?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
Easy peasy. I knew I could handle it.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomachache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training, too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. I'll take guard duty tonight. It's fine. You guys ready to hit the road? I know I am.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Dahnans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Dahnan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renin doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Dahnan, while the Renins are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Dahnans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Dahnans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Don't get careless!
Don't tell me!
Where are you
I'm
going?
surrounded!
Get out of
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Do it!
All yours, Kisara!
Glacial Spear!
It was nice while it lasted. Eat this!
Let the marksman handle this!
Super Swallow Dance!
Back into the fray! Where are you going?
Watch this!
Dragon Swarm!
Super Swallow Dance!
It's over! Now!
Shion!
This one's got your name on it!
Ash to ash!
I think I'm getting stronger.
All right. There's nowhere to run from my art.
When he slows down, that's our chance!
It's like trying to keep up with a wall.
Take this! You're mine!
Lightning Orb! Raging Cascade! Feel!
Hurricane Thrust!
I'm on it!
This will come in handy! Mega Ray! Annihilation!
No further!
Double Demon Fang!
I'm on it!
Demon Fang!
Now or never.
That's enough! Whirlwind Blast in the wind!
You're mine!
Can't get out of this!
I'll be saving that one!
Strike! Take this! Whirlwind Snap! I'll finish you here and now! Eat this! I'll end you!
Lightning! Wind Astrolabe! Alright! It's showtime! Look here!
Super Swallow Dance!
I'm out!
Come on, on a roll now!
Dragon Swarm!
In a bind?
Pierce through!
Try this!
Do it!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
Faster!
I'm up!
Supernova!
I'm just getting started!
Super Swallow Dance! Rising Wyvern!
Now!
Hurricane Blast! Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
It's on! Hey, when did I get so popular? Ready and ready!
Rising Falcon!
Raging Cascade!
Be
That
still!
freaking does it!
It's a duel of the arts!
Super Swallow! I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
Will this help?
Here I come!
Ready to go!
Healing
Too
circle!
fast!
Next, stand back. I'll trip it up.
Sleep now.
I'll tear you apart!
Raging Cascade!
This one's mine!
Here's evil!
Super Swallow Dance!
You're mine! Finish it! Go ahead!
Hey! Blow them away!
Lightning! This one's mine! I'm on a roll!
Take this!
You're most comfortable at a range, aren't you? I'm not really built for close quarters combat.
sorry to be a
Nor
bother.
am I. We've all got enough on our plates.
Yes, ma'am! I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
Is there anything more magnificent than the musculature of a warrior? Perhaps it is in search of this perfect beauty that I myself am drawn into battle.
Brace yourself! This one's tough!
I'll tear you apart!
Blow away! Eternal devastation! We got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle
They
it!
got me flanked!
All yours!
Free blazer!
I'll tear you apart!
We've turned the tables on them.
There are still more left!
Right! No time to hold back!
Blazer! Raging
Burn in
storm!
hell!
Lightning! Now!
Unholy! Hey! Blow them away!
I'm all stuck! Purge malevolence!
I'm not your
fear! Here's evil! In here!
Watch this!
Free blazer!
Death
The
Blossom!
waters of magic Shazam!
I'll tear you apart! You shouldn't have messed with me! I'll tear you apart! I'm on a roll! I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! One deadly strike, just as ordered!
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah. We used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training exercises.
Damn. You weren't messing around.
Little help!
Rolling snap!
You got company!
Here and now!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Eagle Assault!
Can't get out of this!
Flaming Thrust!
Power of water.
Ignite!
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, I'll help you.
You'll soon see about that. I'm out of ammo.
I'll tear you apart!
In here.
Dazzle!
All finished here and now!
So much for sitting this fight out.
Nope, that'd be silly.
In here. This will come in handy.
Blow away! Force blast!
Annihilation.
Blow away!
Push
Now I'm real mad!
Glacial
Swallow
speed.
dead! Finish it! I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
I have a bad feeling
Take
about
this!
Searing Flame! Raging Storm!
Rising Phoenix! Rising Wyvern!
Searing Flame! Reload! Lightning Condense! Thunder Blade! Searing Flame! Reload!
Swallow dead!
I never miss!
I'm on a roll now! Rip and tear!
Annihilation! Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
We've turned the tables on.
No place here!
More left!
Right. No time to hold back. Devastation! Rising Phoenix!
Rolling
Snap!
Annihilation! You are in tip-top shape!
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no? These little ones are hardly worth our
Why'd you
time.
heal me?
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
There's always room for improvement.
Out of our way!
Super Swallow dead!
Come one, come
No
all.
further! Eagle Assault! Now I'm in the groove! Whirling Snap! Super Swallow dead! I'll finish you here and now!
Okay.
See what happened there as you crossed it? Shouldn't have done that! I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Watch and
Dazzle! Strike!
flame of Thunderfield! Burning
We got the advantage!
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
I think I'm getting stronger.
This'll make... us even more formidable.
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
Get lost!
I'm like bait to them! Super Swallow dead! Come on, roll now!
Ignite!
Glacial Spear!
Towering Hurricane!
Take this! Demon Blast!
Now!
Double Demon Blast! In an instant!
Impact Claw!
Searing Flame!
All finish you here and now!
Vanish to the wind! Air
Super Swallow dead!
Do it! Blah, 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 blah.
All yours, Kisara!
Annihilation! Raging Cascade! Marksman handle this!
Super Swallow dead!
Vanish in the wind!
Destroy! Win! Finish it!
Wind level! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Did you see?
Sure did. The part where you swung and missed, right?
Not that part!
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So,
Ow! Super Swallow Dance! Eagle
Not
Assault!
on my watch!
Glacial Field now! Eagle Assault!
This one's mine!
Super Swallow Dance! There!
Relax! Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis!
Rip and tear!
You're mine! Can't wall!
Watch this!
Astral Arts?
That's my cue!
Eagle Assault!
Shut him down!
Free Lancer! Teleporter! Sighted! Here
Lightning
goes! Do it!
Super Swallow Dance!
Rising Wyvern!
In a bind!
Lunar Road!
Burning Strike!
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. If I had to guess, it probably served as some kind of shrine.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Now I'm in the groove. Glacial Spear. Super Swallow Dance. Watch this. First strike. I'll run you through.
Rising Wyvern!
Into the shadows!
Rolling Stone. I'll tear you apart.
Supernova! Healing Wall!
The tide of battle has turned. That's the power. I'll crush you. Ah! Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous Claw.
Here, let me help! Photon Strike!
We're on a roll now.
Glitter Jacket! Blah, blah, blah!
Come and get it.
Finish it!
Rolling Snap. Hey! Blow them away.
Sighted! Got you!
I'll tear you
Mega
apart.
Ray!
Rising
Reload!
Wyvern!
Reload! I'm out of ammo!
Come and get it.
Torrent Alpha!
Freeze Lancer!
Easy peasy, ha hoodle.
Out of our way!
No further.
Rising Wyvern!
Super Swallow Dance. First strike. Now I'm in the groove. Glacial Spear. Super Swallow Dance.
Castle!
Net watch it.
Rising Thunder!
Super Swallow Dance.
Sleep now.
Eat this.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah. And upward form. Watch it.
Here I go!
Hey, that. Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Super Swallow Dance.
Go away!
Hey. Blow them away.
Thank goodness we won.
Gotta break through!
Dad.
Stay away from my friends!
I'll bring you healing.
did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Let's hear attacking from behind!
I'll tear you in a bind.
You're mine!
Just getting started.
Devastation!
Eagle Assault. Take
Here! Annihilation!
Super Swallow Dance. Now I'm in the groove. Burn. Super Swallow Dance.
Gemini Aqua!
Eagle Assault. I'm on
Now!
it.
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! Too slow! Coming quick!
Lightning or raging cascade!
And more of this and I'll burn out.
Okay. Leveling! Magical bam! Here! Freeze Lancer! And now
Right. Super Swallow Dance!
I've been doing really great lately.
We got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
What's that big tower over there?
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
There are still so many creatures we don't know about.
Have you been writing stuff down about what we fight?
Yep. It's actually pretty fun to observe them from afar.
Hell yeah! There's no way you can complain about how this tastes!
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way. Do you mind watching our camp tonight? Shall we get moving?
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
Did you used to come here when you were younger, Kisara?
You bet. See the dent in that column? That's from when my mace slipped out of my hand one time, just after I'd joined the guard. And that crack over there? That happened while I was practicing an art.
This is new information to me. That was quite the little adventure.
Whoa! Ow!
This will be a delicious piece of cake! Radiant here! Whirlwind Freeze Lancer! Annihilation! Remember, I never miss!
Now or never.
Super Flame! Reload!
Now I'm in the groove!
We got fire.
I got this! Let us marksman have it!
All yours.
Eat this! You're done!
Lightning Orb!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me. You shouldn't have messed with me.
Ready to go!
Air thrust into the Photon Quiver!
Come on,
Do
roll
it
now! Eagle Assault!
Annihilation! I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
Gone! Rolling it now! Super Swallow Dance! Watch this!
Down to the wind!
Right word in hell.
Don't mind if I do. Here!
Take this.
See what blind freaks? Why can't they just
Leave an enemy arc to me!
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner here!
Done. Now!
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
Sighted!
Come on, roll now!
Wind Astrology! Great Whirlwind Gainer! Breath! Cover the Tiger! Mega Ray!
I'll finish you here and now!
Air thrust!
Eagle Assault! First strike!
Here I come.
I'll run you
Down
through!
in the wind! You're right here!
Talon
Reload!
Hurricane!
This one's mine!
Explosive ring.
Tempest! Here's the
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
My heart skipped a beat there.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
Ugh.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh? Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes. I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly! You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Saar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already! I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me, why?
He's tough.
Who are you? Said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the... That is all I desire. Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
I'll run you to Demon Turtle!
Here.
You'll pay for that!
Eat this! Take
I'll
it.
run you through! You're mine! I'm on it! Sword Rain Alpha! Who the hell are you?
Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Hurricane
Right after it to the wind!
Right! Rising Wyvern! This is burn!
Show me your strength.
Lightning orb! Flame of fury! Water Dance to the wind! Air thrust! Where are you going?
Rising Wyvern!
Not on my watch!
Entertain me.
Light after
I'll bring you
lightning!
back from death's abyss.
Resuscitation! Here's a healing orb! Lightning orb!
Can't be happening.
Stay away from my...
I hope this medicine works.
Entertain me.
Lightning Strike!
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen,
Shion!
thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides, Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look,
I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Dahnan astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest.
Hey.
How are you holding? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Hey, are we gonna get going or what? Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah. This doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris... Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings, it said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shion has got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Dahnan leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix. Not this way, I guess.
So you're Alphen, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a Lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A Lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then—
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Whoa. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of the show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's 'cause you and that little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye'm, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yeah! Deadeye'm! Liberator Deadeye'm! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye'm said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Beifan? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye'm.
This isn't Deadeye'm's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Xion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
I get the feeling Deadeye signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niez, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him, too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niez is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell!
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
What's wrong? All right.
What the?
Hey.
Yeah!
Good.
All right!
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Oh.
Just great.
Excuse me! Good.
That's some cryptic text. It's all right.
It could mean anything. Can't we just look around the area for clues or something?
Hey! Maybe these are supposed to be different locations?
Oh, now you're into this too, huh?
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Hopefully it's nothing that'll be too hard to do. With.
Oh, yeah. How's this? Great!
Yes.
Hey,
Good.
really? What?
Yes.
All right, right.
Really?
What?
Huh?
All right.
Yes.
Over there.
Huh?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Huh.
All right.
By the by, Shion, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure, as long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes sir, Captain Shion.
I was just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hootle, don't get blown away, okay?
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed, Mahag Saar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, But I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Oh?
Yes! Very nice.
Is that so? You don't say.
How?
I see.
Hey! Sure.
Nice work.
Oh?
Very nice.
Well?
Yes!
What?
What?
I don't believe this.
All right.
No.
Sure.
Really now.
Yes!
What?
What?
Very nice.
Yes.
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but... frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the Guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
This will be a delicious piece of cake! Go! Lightning condemn!
Can't get out of bed! Swallow blade!
Flame of fury!
Swallow dead!
These ones hit right through the
First time! Okay! Glimmer Dragon! We are freaking invincible!
Alphen and the others truly are strong.
What about me?
So those are Dan and Astral Arc. We've all got a...
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Alphen! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
I think Hootle senses something.
Am I didn't the Renans take advantage of all of these ruins around here? It seems like a missed opportunity.
Most likely because it would be inefficient for harvesting astral energy. That's what dictates the current positions of each realm's capital.
Plus, Renans are averse to using anything that belonged to the Danans.
Out of our way!
Super swallow dance!
Reload! Lightning orb!
You're mine! Rolling snap!
Mega ray! Lightning!
Watch
Lightning supernova! Raging cascade! Here I go!
No further!
One more! Ready! Mega ray!
Swallow dance! I'll finish you here and now! Demon Ray!
Angel assault!
Rolling snap! You're wide open! I'm on it! Slash!
I'll end
Sonic
you!
thrust! Rolling snap!
Raging
Double
storm!
demon bang! Finish it! Hurricane!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
Did you see?
Sure did. You were checking out Kisara from behind.
No, I wasn't!
Get lost!
Rolling snap! Rising Viper!
Blazo
Come on!
Spear! To the wind!
You're on!
Air
I'm
thrust!
just getting
Freeze
started!
Lancer!
Dragon Swarm!
Dance to the
Howling Hurricane!
You
got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours! Here and now!
Do you require a hand?
Do it!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Sighted!
I'll finish you here and now!
Mega ray!
Oh, quit staring and concentrate on the fight.
I don't take orders from you.
Super Swallow Dance!
Now!
Don't leave! Hey! Blow them away!
Wow, look what I just found.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Great Alpha! Super Swallow Dance! Here I go! Eagle Assault! Rising Viper!
It can hide itself?
I'm just
Amazing.
getting started! Fight! Death Blaster!
Here!
Sonic Thrust! Try this! Blending Splash! I'm on it! Coming here! No further! These sticks have got your name on them! Eat this! I'll finish you here and now! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
Here, let me
Eat
help.
this! I can carve through armor! I really owe you one! I'm not stuck! It was nice while it lasted! Double Demon Bang!
This should do it.
Here, let me help.
Castle!
That's
Falcon!
spot. Lightning condenser! Don't mind if I do.
This one's mine!
We got your energy! Here's the level!
I'll tear you apart! Warm in the groove!
In here!
This is looking good.
First aid!
Okay.
I'll tear you apart! Double Demon Bang! I'm on it! I'm on a roll now! Double Demon Bang!
Air thrust!
Demon Bang! I'm on it! Double Demon Bang! Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing arc! First
Rising
aid!
Wyvern! Do it! I'll tear you apart! This one's mine! First strike!
Sealed!
Super Swallow Dance!
I'll be safe this way!
First strike! To finish it!
Tempest Whirl!
Shion!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
wonder just how many people have been saved by Shion in some form. I'm impressed.
There's rumors flying around about people being saved by a Renin vision of beauty.
Vision of beauty? That's a bit much.
Alphen had better stay on his toes.
Where do I come into this?
I can't wait to start making our meal.
Ooh, we having something new to eat?
Yep, now that we have all the ingredients.
Am I imagining things? Or are there a lot of big Zoogles in this area?
No, I noticed that too. There's plenty of food and water to go around here. For a Zoogle, this just might be paradise.
Great, that's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Right, here goes!
I'll tell you apart! Be still! I'm on it! I'm on a roll now!
Freeze Blazer! Air thrust!
That frickin' does it!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here I go!
We are freaking invincible!
Alphen and the others truly are strong.
What about me? Death Blossom! I really owe you one. Lightning Rider! Ripping tear! Eat this! That's enough! Lightning Rider! Here and now! We managed to pull through. That was refreshing.
You act like you just took a bath.
I won't forgive you!
Rolling snap! Super swallow day! What's this?
Will this help? Lightning condense!
Eat this!
Healing
Hurricane! Glimmer dragon! Flying freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Talon Hurricane!
The tide of battle has turned.
That's the power of comrades in arms.
Right, comrades in arms.
What?
Feel.
You sentimental?
Get on there, the waters of creation. Do it!
Here I come!
All yours, Kisara.
All aboard the victory train!
Overconfidence can bite you in the butt.
We should think about eating soon.
Really? I'm not all that hungry myself.
Don't make me say it again.
Yeah, good idea.
Hoo, 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 hoo. Hoo, 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 hoo. Hoo, 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 hoo. Hoo, 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 hoo. Hoo, 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 hoo.
Mahag Sar, a land where the winds scar and the clouds stretch far.
Kisara? What is he doing?
Reciting a poem, apparently. Just let him be.
Hoo, 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 hoo. Hoo, 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 hoo. Hoo, 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 hoo.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
You picked the wrong fight.
Super Swallow Dip. I'm on a roll now.
Take it.
Water. Whirlwind Snap. That frickin' does it. Talon Hurricane.
Take that! Full back!
I'll crush you. Lightning Reflexes. Tenebrous Claw.
Slash. Sword Rain
Whirlwind
Alpha.
Snap. I'm just getting started.
Chill.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Be a breeze. Get in, get out.
I owe you one.
Super Swallow Dip. Here I come. Clear Blade.
Mirage.
Glacial Sea, where are you going? Super Swallow Dip.
Dazzle.
Here, let me help.
This one's all mine.
Hey, that... Now see that you
Knocked
don't
it
get in
in.
trouble again.
Finish it. Chill.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that
There
vein.
you are.
Easy, my lady.
Something you wanted to say?
And bubbling to me. Super Swallow Dip.
Freeze Lancer!
Eagle of
Here I come.
I'm on it.
Devastation. Finish it.
Glimmer Dragon.
I'm out of it! I'm all stuffed up!
Double Demon Fang.
Tear you apart.
Now!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Hoo, hoo. Hoo, 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 hoo.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Go no further! Water! Here I come!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I'll heal you all! Force!
I can carve through armor!
Confiscated!
Here I come! No escape!
I'm sorry to be bothered.
We've all got enough on our plates.
Yes, ma'am!
Lightning condemned!
I'll finish you here and now!
Cover blasters! Let them
Fire
lightning
blade!
condemned!
Double demon blade!
In a bind? I'm on a roll now! Super swallow dance! Evil assault!
I feel kind of funny.
Yeah, you're looking funny too.
I'll tear you
I
apart!
should probably do something
Here's
about
a
that.
healing art!
Super swallow dance!
Demon tank!
It's
Ignite!
I'll cover you! We got
Okay.
Here I go!
Feel! Let me help!
That's enough!
Let's get you a
Demon
first
blade.
aid!
I'll tear you apart! I can carve through armor!
Purge malevolence!
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara.
These fists has got your name on them!
Here I come! Hurricane thrust!
Whirlwind snap! Now I'm in the groove! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I'll heal you all!
Whirlwind snap!
You're mine!
Now I'm in the groove!
Bit off more than I could chew on.
You paid for that!
Super swallow
You
dance.
picked the wrong fight!
Prepare to be seen! I'm on it!
You're
Talon
mine!
Hurricane!
Sword Rain Alpha!
I'll bring you back from death to
Lost my
death!
focus! That frickin' does it!
I still got that left in me!
Time to let it rip!
The healing circle!
Severing Wind!
Radiant Sword! Alright, it's showtime!
Nothing gets by me!
Here's a healing art! I can't hold on much longer!
Whirlwind snap!
Ignite!
Super swallow dance! Now I'm in the
Do it,
groove! Hey! Blow them away!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Nice. Sense a strange power from this.
We should be able to cook here.
Is you're looking at me so intently?
Shion's kind of turned into the local fashion critic in our group.
So this is what lords like you wear. Certainly looks the part. I can tell at a glance what high quality everything is.
It's not often Shion's that impressed. You wear a lot of rings too, don't you?
They were a gift, purchased rather cheaply, or so I was told.
What's your definition of cheap, exactly?
I believe it was around 100 to 200,000 gold.
What? If my wolf head cost 10 gold, then that'd mean... Holy crap! They cost 1,000 times more?!
10,000 times more.
If he sold those things off, I bet he could build a damn mansion with them.
At the very least, he'd never go hungry the rest of his life.
You're all beginning to sound alarmingly interested in my rings.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow! Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? That unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Danan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Danan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master Core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danan see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
This is great. The taste and aroma will blow everyone away.
Hey, what's the smoke? Is it an enemy attack?
Seriously, it's making my eyes and throat burn. What the hell is going on?
It's probably some sort of gas. Try not to breathe it in as much as you can manage.
Gas? Those cowards!
Isn't this just cooking smoke?
What kind of food makes your throat burn so bad just from the smoke?
I believe Alphen is...
They're trying to gas Alphen?
What? Those sick bastards! I won't let them get away with this!
Calm yourselves and listen. I was simply trying to say that Alphen is the one cooking.
Oh?
Maybe I should throw in some more spices, just for that extra kick. Yeah, that'll help. Think I'll turn up the heat while I'm at it, too. Oh, crap. The spice is burned. Well, at least the meat's coming along nicely. All right. Now, I just flip it over, and then...
Hey, Alphen? What are you doing over there?
Oh, Shion. Perfect timing. I actually just finished roasting up a chicken. Call everybody over so we can eat together. I used a ton of spices, so it's got a good punch to it. Might have overcooked it a little, but it should still taste good.
I'm starting to understand why your food always tastes so damn spicy now.
Hasn't anyone told him that it is actually possible to have too much of a good thing?
If that's the taste he truly wants, far be it from me to contradict. His cuisine is a rather delicate repast.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Hootle lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah. More than okay, really. It feels natural having Hootle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh. I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shion is the big sister. And Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hootle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog!
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do! If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hootle for a bit. Hootle, let me know if you sense anything. I want to go back to bed.
What's with that shining foe over there?
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
I'll take you all on!
Ready and ready!
Like a warrior, here's the evil!
Severing wind!
Whirlwind! Flying free! Why can't they just sit still?
Shion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Prepare to be sealed, though, fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing!
In a bind? Super swallow dance!
We're cleaning house.
Let me take the rest of them.
Well, someone's feeling lively.
Whirlwind snap! Come and get it!
Severing
Do
wind!
it!
Swing left! Light burst forward!
Radiant, finish it! Hear me, flame of fury, malevolent!
I'll tear you apart! You see what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Rising Viper!
Super swallow dance!
Air thrust!
Eagle assault!
Rising Viper!
Talon hurricane!
Rising Phoenix!
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
To be in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
You guys want to rest here?